We would like to create a recipe from what we have in the refrigerator.
I was very surprised to learn that this recipe does not call for any butter.
So tell me, are you more of a girl that follows a recipe to a T on your daily cooking, or do you wing it?
I like to wing it.
Fresh out of the oven. Hey y'all, welcome back to Riverview Unfiltered, where the stories are real, the laughs are loud, and today we are cooking it up a little New Orleans style. We have Sarah Gibson with us here today, and she is going to help us cook up one of her favorite family traditional meals. She is a local Southern Louisiana gal, and we are so excited to have you with us, and let's get cooking. All right, Sarah, before we dive in deep to cooking, tell me what we're going to be making today and a little bit of the story behind it.
So we are going to make shrimp with melitons. It's kind of like a shrimp and squash casserole slash dressing, if you will. Melitons are like a green squash.
Perfect for Thanksgiving.
And yes, perfect for Thanksgiving, and the shrimp just adds a little bit of a New Orleans, South Louisiana flair to it, so it's one of our favorite family dishes.
Did you grow up eating this?
Yes.
Who made it during the holidays for you guys?
So my grandmother traditionally made it, and then when she passed away, my mom or my aunt would make it for every holiday that we got together, either Thanksgiving or Christmas or both.
Yeah.
And so since my mother is no longer with us this year, then I'm gonna make it for our family.
And you guys, Sarah just told me that this is the first time that she's making it truly on her own. So this is a very special moment for us here in the kitchen, without Grandma and Mom here with us. So we're gonna cheer Sarah on and fumble through it, although we do have the perfect recipe here, and you will also see it featured in our December issue of Stroll Magazine. So there's lots of things that have Louisiana flavor. What's something that you remember that has that very special Louisiana kick to it? That bang, as Emerald would say.
Well, of course, cayenne, because that adds spice to it, a little bit of kick, even if it's just a little bit of hint of cayenne. I can always taste that recognizable flavor. And then I would say for me, basil or bay leaves. We put a lot of bay leaves in things like red beans and rice, shrimp creole, or we'll use it dried and add it. I made it with the spice blend for today's recipe.
Wonderful. Well, I can't wait to dig in. So just tell me what we need to do and what you need me to do, or cook or clean or chop or whatever it may be.
Okay, great. So we've got our shrimp marinating here in a little Creole blend that's in the recipe. And I have chopped some onions and green bell peppers.
And this is the seasoning
This
mix.
is the Creole seasoning that is called Emerald. If you're familiar with New Orleans, Emerald Lagasse is one of the most famous chefs in New Orleans. So this is Emerald's Essence Creole seasoning, and I just made a batch of it ahead of time, and we're going to use about a tablespoon and a half of that.
Oh, you guys, it smells really good.
Recipe.
The smell-o-vision. I love to cook. I don't do it nearly enough because my littles are grown now, and they don't come hang out with their mom.
Yeah, most of us don't. We're too busy. We don't spend enough time in the kitchen anymore like we used to. So I've got a couple tablespoons of olive oil heated in the cast iron skillet, and we are gonna add, if you want to add the onions
and green
bell
peppers.
And I'm gonna read my recipe because I don't know it as well yet.
Sizzle, sizzle.
And this says jalapeno. I actually left that out today because there is some spice in the cheddar cheese that I added. So we're gonna leave out the jalapeno, but we subbed some spice at the end. Okay, so we're gonna stir that and cook for about 4 to 6 minutes until they are golden brown.
So tell me, are you more of a girl that follows a recipe to a T on your daily cooking, or do you wing it?
I like to wing it.
Like to wing it.
I am not very
measured
or technical. So I like recipes that I can kind of whip up or
measure with your heart.
Measure with
your heart,
yes,
right?
Taste it, smell it. I have some recipes memorized, like red beans and rice. I can whip that up without a recipe. But
I use the Zataran's box.
Hey, my mom used to do that too. Sometimes she would make it
your own, right?
And sometimes she would use a box. Yeah, the jambalaya mix,
Yeah.
the Zatarans.
My kids just do love that,
Yeah,
and adding
it's-
our own
there's
different meats and stuff
No
to it.
shame in taking a shortcut.
Oh, it does smell so good.
Okay, so we're gonna add, this is a lot of garlic. We're gonna add a 1/4 cup of minced
Quarter cup of garlic.
Yes.
Heck yeah, here.
There we go.
We're just gonna improvise a little bit.
Perfect. That's good.
All right.
Stir that up. And cook that for about 2 minutes.
So Sarah, I have met your husband, and you've got 3 daughters.
Yep.
And we had such a good time the other evening at our little restaurant review. You and your husband are just so lovely, and also your girls are little entrepreneurs where they made the recipe from the magazine of the pumpkin
They did.
bread, but turned it into muffins. It was so great to see that all come through. I love it when neighbors are able to take our recipes from the magazine and actually use it and enjoy them.
Yeah.
So who is the toughest critic in your home? Your
toughest
girls or
critic.
your hubby?
I would say hubby.
Hubby?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. He is very, unlike me, he is very detail oriented, and he is good at picking out the details. So, yes, we work well together because I'm not and he is.
Yeah, the yin and yang.
That's right.
That's right. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and add in the melitons.
Oh.
So this is what they look like once they have been cooked. So you boil them for about 45 minutes to an hour whole, and then you cut it in half, take out the seed, let them cool, and then you just dice them up to look like that. So they kind of look like little green squash.
I don't know if I've ever seen those in the store. Can you just get them at Publix or Whole Foods
can.
or Food City?
Yep.
Really?
At
Okay.
Publix, they're not labeled as melitons. They're labeled as chayote squash. It's chayote.
Chayote squash.
Chayote
Okay,
squash. So they're in the
that's good to know.
produce department.
Yes. All right. So then
Okay,
we throw
so I'm gonna
those
hold
in.
this up if you don't
Yep.
mind
Nope. No. Not at all.
pushing those in.
Oh, thank you so much for having us over to cook this with you. I truly love to cook and just don't get an opportunity to do it. So yeah, thank you so much for having us into your home.
This is so fun to have somebody to cook with.
Yay! Anytime.
Now we're gonna add in half a tablespoon of the Bayou Blast.
Okay.
And this is a tablespoon, but I'm just gonna do about.
We're just gonna eyeball. That's
We're
what you
gonna
do around
eyeball
here.
it, and we're gonna add about a half a tablespoon and stir that up.
I'm allowed to stir, y'all. Sarah's in charge.
So we also need to add thyme, which I'm out of. So I'm gonna sub parsley.
Okay.
It's all
right.
Out of time. Not
sorry, y'all. We're out of time.
Not literally. We are out of my seasoning time. So I'm gonna use parsley instead. Stir that in. Okay.
Okay, so these are quick, spontaneous things like that.
Okay.
Gumbo or jambalaya?
Gumbo.
Sweet or spicy?
Spicy.
Dream dinner guest, alive or gone? What is your dream dinner guest?
Oh.
Alive or gone?
Oh wow, that's really hard. I would say not a chef, because that would be overwhelming to have a chef in my house that I'm cooking for them. Alive or I would say my great grandmother on my dad's side. We called her Mamaw.
Mamaw.
And she was just the most fun conversationalist, just easygoing, loved to cook, but also just liked to sit down and visit.
Was she from New Orleans?
She was from Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Okay, so Southern, still Southern.
Oh yes.
Still Southern,
very
still Southern.
Yes.
What is one ingredient you cannot live without?
Salt.
Okay. Crawfish boil or backyard barbecue?
Crawfish boil.
Your kitchen superpower?
I don't get stressed about anything in the kitchen. Even if the meal is a flop,
Okay.
I can just let it go.
Let it go.
And move on.
Let it like Frozen, right? Let it go. What is your biggest kitchen disaster that you can
Ooh.
recall?
Okay, so this is easy.
It may be happening today.
It might be happening today. We're about to find out. So I had to make 4 quiches for school for teacher appreciation. We do a breakfast for our teachers in the morning. So I had all 4 quiches, homemade, ready to go at 7 o'clock in the morning. And one of them completely fell onto the ground and splattered. I did get a little
That's
upset
a
about
big
that.
disaster.
Yes, that was a big disaster.
Oh, shucks.
That
Grits or biscuits?
grits.
Okay. And let's see here. What is your favorite drink in New Orleans, alcoholic?
Ooh,
Going up and down Bourbon Street.
Yes, I like a sidecar. It's kind of like similar to a cosmopolitan, but not as sweet. It's got a little more bitter than sweet.
Okay, we'll have to make those in another segment.
Yes, we should. That'd be fun.
That would be so fun. And what is your biggest go-to comfort food? Whether you cook it, let's do biggest go-to comfort food that you like to cook.
That I like to cook. I would say chicken pot pie or chicken noodle soup.
Yum. And then what about when you're out?
Something that I like to order.
Yeah,
that's
out.
comforting.
That's comfort food to you, that like you wouldn't make.
Something that I wouldn't make.
No, that like if you were out, like, oh, I really want comfort food and I don't want to make it.
Right. I really like French fries, like a steak and fries, steak frites. I don't order that very often, but maybe once a year, steak and fries.
I love a good French fry. Who has the best French fries around here?
I like Old Gilman's French fries. Tremont Tavern has great fries.
They do have good fries.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about you. You haven't been in the enclaves your entire life because you're from Louisiana.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about you.
So, little known fact, we moved to Chattanooga about 8 years ago, and I kind of came kicking and screaming because we were living in New Orleans before that, and I was expecting our second daughter, and moving away from home was really hard.
Yeah.
And so I had never been to Chattanooga, and the only thing I knew about it was the fact that my mom had been here in the 50s and 60s. Her dad was a bicycle salesman, and they would come through all the states of the Southeast, but they would come through Chattanooga, and back then it looked very different.
Yeah.
And so when we told her that we were moving to Chattanooga, she says, "Are you sure you want to move to
Because
Chattanooga?"
it's so different.
Because, well, and it's, it's obviously changed a lot since then, and it's become a great place to raise a family. We've had another daughter since then, so we have 3 girls, and I'm surprised that it has so much culture and flavor for being such a small town. Yeah. I was really worried about moving away from fun activities and theater and the arts and music, and I feel like Chattanooga has that here, so I was very pleasantly surprised.
I was just at a concert on Friday night. Have you heard of Bells?
No.
So she is an up-and-coming country artist. She's a singer-songwriter. She's early 20s, and she actually looks a lot like our Sarah over here. And we went to Songbirds. Have you ever been to Songbirds? Yeah. It's a newfound thing for me.
Yeah.
What an amazing small venue. Like, I don't like crowds. Like, I want my own personal space. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So we got lots of pictures with her, and she actually this morning she posted about her loving Chattanooga and how beautiful it was here.
Yeah.
And I made the cut.
Great, that's awesome.
Yes. All right,
let's check our food. Yeah, I need to go.
We better check our food.
Okay, I'm gonna turn down the heat, and then we are gonna add in the shrimp and some salt and pepper, parsley, and green onions.
Okay, so here's our shrimp.
I'm gonna spoon these. Well, do you want to hold it and I'll spoon it out?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't want all of the liquid to come out.
Okay.
We're trying to
get the liquid out.
Yes.
And she has beautifully marinated these.
Yes, so this is marinated in that emerald's essence.
Okay.
It's just a tablespoon of emerald's essence, and then olive oil. I was very surprised to learn that this recipe does not call for any butter.
Not needed, I don't think.
Well, they use olive oil.
Yeah.
But I am going to put some butter on the top at the very end because it's not in the recipe, but I remember my mom
doing it anyway.
Putting little pats of butter on top of the casserole. We're going to add some salt. Doesn't really specify, so we're
just a little bit.
We're just going to wing it. We're going to add a touch of salt and then some black pepper. Okay, and stir that up.
Okay. So I've told you I am not, I know even being from Florida and in the South, not into seafood. So that's why I was asking a lot of those questions, but this smells amazing.
Is there any seafood that you like? Will you eat like a good
So
salmon?
I will not, although if I'm in Key West and it's fresh grouper, I will have a bite or two of it. So something that has a little more hardiness to it maybe, a little more meatier maybe. All right, so this needs to cook for...
So we're just waiting for the shrimp to turn pink. Okay, so those are looking,
yeah, they're looking
pretty
good.
pink. They are going to bake a little bit more in the oven.
Of course.
So let's turn the fire off. So if you want to do the eggs, and then I will scoop out 1 cup of breadcrumbs.
Did you ever worry about the eggs cooking and being so hot?
I think if we do it with the breadcrumbs, it'll kind of cool it off a little bit. Let's do the breadcrumbs first, and we'll cool it off a little bit, and then we'll do the eggs.
All right. Here you go. Guys, it's looking so good.
Looks good. Okay, so you want to bring our casserole dish.
The shrimp are nice and pink.
Are you,
Yep, go right
I
ahead.
can just dump it in. There we go. Let's scrape that out.
Oh, looks so good.
It does not have butter, but it does have
Lots of cheese.
3/4 cups of cheese.
Yes.
Freshly grated.
Freshly grated. So this is just American cheese, and it's half regular American and then half spiced American.
Oh, that's
There's
why
like
you
a-
had said that we weren't going to add the jalapeno.
Right. So there's a cheese at Whole Foods by Organic Valley, and it's like a pepper American cheese, so it's got a little bit of a kick to it. So it's just going to give it a little extra.
But if you had family that needed something without spice or a little more spice, you could always kick it up a notch.
True Emerald style.
True ML style. Oh, and some more
We're
breadcrumbs.
Yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of breadcrumbs, and then it'll go in the oven. Okay.
All
And
right.
into the oven it goes.
It's gonna go get happy. So everyone, I came in and Sarah pulled out her recipe binder, and it was all of the recipes. This was her mom's binder, and she just lost her mom in July. So this is very special and important. We were having a little talk about things about how food can take us places and great things that she's done in the past. And we were going through these and talking about writing. And this is her mom's handwriting and how special it is and how we've kind of lost the art of script. So I want to encourage you, moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas at home, write some of your recipes down, save them, do something special with them, because it is going to mean something to the next generation, and remembering what mom made or grandma made or something like that. These are for French beans. We've got seafood gumbo in here, jambalaya.
Yeah, and talking about shortcuts, we were talking about how some things are homemade and sometimes we take shortcuts with things. So this one, my mom would call this the wrestling team jambalaya, because it's a dump recipe. It's canned mushrooms and onion soup and anything. So there's a combination of from scratch and some cheat recipes.
So she did just send a picture of this recipe for brunch casserole, and she's like, this is not my mom's handwriting. So she just texted it to her aunt to see, and we were talking a little bit about what our traditions were, and you said maybe I'll make it on Christmas. Was that mom's handwriting?
That is her handwriting. Yeah. Those are things that she did a lot of dietary changes while she fought cancer for 10 years. And so she had made a lot of adjustments to her diet, and was things she was avoiding and things she was another person who's very detail oriented and very intentional about things. And so she would, write out her plan of the things she was going to do. But yeah, there's lots of good stuff in here, things that I hadn't seen before, recipes that I thought, she would just make them, and I didn't really realize it was
all of her little handwriting here and there.
Yeah, her notes of adjustments she would make to things. Lots
how
of
special this is.
Lots of seafood in here.
Chicken piccata.
That is one of my favorites. That is a comfort food for me too.
Yum.
I love chicken piccata.
So we are making this obviously for our December issue, and Thanksgiving is upon us. So probably by the time that you all see this, Thanksgiving would have come and gone. What are some Thanksgiving and holiday traditions that you do now with your family and your 3 girls? And they're watching, and hopefully they'll want to take this on to their families in another 20 and 30 years, 40 years from now, kind of a thing.
Yeah, so Thanksgivings look pretty different now because we traditionally just spend it here with our family and my in-laws, and now my dad has joined us in Chattanooga, so it's a smaller group.
Yeah.
But I really love to have my kids in the kitchen. I know that can be stressful for some people, and it's still a little bit stressful for me, but I love to give them one assignment, even if it's just helping me with a dish or letting them do some of the dessert. They actually have a kids cookbook now that they'll go and pick lemon squares or something to make themselves. And so I just try to include them as much in the process. And then setting the table, I always remember with my mom and my grandmother that the kids would be in charge of setting the table. And so that's something that I really want to pass on to them.
My mom would task them with making name signs for everybody, even if it was just 6 or 8 of us or 4 of us or 5 of us kind of a thing, because it was something that they could do and help set the table and make a beautiful table, but also kid friendly kind of a thing. Yeah. Do you cook for the holidays, or do you bring in, or what do you do here now that it's a smaller crowd?
So I usually cook one, or I'll host one meal. So I may not do the whole meal by myself, but I'll do, the turkey and a dressing and a vegetable or salad. And then sometimes my mother-in-law, she loves to do the sweet potato casserole. That's her favorite thing to do.
Good.
So she'll bring that.
Share it. That's great.
Yeah, we'll share it. So this year I'm actually hosting Christmas with all of my siblings and their children, so there'll be all 17 of us here in the house, and we were just talking about inheriting some of my mom's china, and we have she has a beautiful Christmas set, Noritake, and so we're gonna set the table with her china set.
Trying to make it super special.
Yeah,
for
just
the first
to honor
one without
her
her kind of a
do
thing.
it the way that she liked. She just had her touch on everything.
Yeah.
She made everything really special.
Well, to have 17 here, you have the most beautiful home to host that. A big, beautiful island and kitchen, and it's going to be a lot of love and laughter here around the table, and kids laughing and having such a great time. So it's going to be a great tradition for you to start. This is what Riverview Unfiltered is truly all about. Whether we're laughing, we're crying, we're cooking, we've got dogs running or kids screaming, bringing people into our homes and things like that, of making it special. So thank you for having us here. And I hope that we encourage some other neighbors to want to do this and bring us into their homes and share their recipes. Don't forget that we do a monthly neighbor recipe. So please feel free to send those in to me. Text me, call me, email me, shoot us a message online on social media. We would love to feature you and the stories behind it. So Sarah, thank you again for being on Riverview Unfiltered, and can't wait to dig in. Yeah. All right, everyone. So we're sitting here talking, waiting for our casserole to cook, and we're talking about saving time and machines and not having a brain, and ChatGPT and Google Gemini and all of the things, the computers that we hold at our hands, and how it keeps us organized. And Sarah was just sharing with us that ChatGPT is amazing because it can make a recipe for you. Like she just said, I have green beans, I have marinara, I have this, that, and the other, and it will come up with a delicious meal for you. So we are going to try it now. Sarah, I am going to invade your kitchen if that's okay with you. Okay, it's Riverview Unfiltered, let's go. So we are gonna go into Sarah's fridge. Matt may have a heart attack if he knew that I was in his fridge. Okay, so we are gonna get some buffalo wing sauce. We are gonna do some ground turkey. Oh, this is gonna be good. We have pickles. And let's see here. We've got some diced onion, Brussels sprouts, something weird. Okay, this might be good. And some ricotta cheese.
This is going to be interesting.
Yes.
Let's see.
We've got some Italian, some spice.
Okay, so I am going to talk into ChatGPT now and ask for a recipe. We would like to create a recipe from what we have in the refrigerator. We've got diced onion, a pound of ground turkey, buffalo wing sauce, fresh Brussels sprouts, ricotta cheese, and bread and butter pickles. Can you please create a delicious meal for us? Okay, let's see what it says. It says, we're getting creative in the kitchen. Let's turn that random fridge raid into something that actually tastes like you meant to plan it this way. Here's buffalo turkey and Brussels bake with ricotta drizzle and pickle crunch. It's cozy, tangy, and a little wild, just how I like it. I don't know about this. Okay, serves 2 to 3. A pound of turkey, onion, Brussels sprouts, wing sauce, ricotta cheese, pickles, olive oil or butter, salt and pepper. Optional bonus if you have it, garlic, shredded cheese, breadcrumbs, and a squeeze of lemon, which we have all of those. I saw that in there. All right, sear the Brussels sprouts. Heat a big skillet with a drizzle of olive oil. Toss in your Brussels, cut side down and let them get that golden caramelized edge. Sprinkle a little salt and pepper. Once they've got some color, push them to the side or take them out and set aside. Cook the turkey and the onions in the same pan. Add your diced onions, let them soften for about 3 to 4 minutes. Add the ground turkey and break it apart as it browns. Season lightly with salt and pepper. Now let's get saucy. Once the turkey's cooked through, stir in the buffalo wing sauce, coat everything so it's tangy and bold, toss in the Brussels back in, and let the flavors mingle for a couple of minutes. Make that ricotta drizzle. In a small bowl, mix the ricotta with a splash of warm water or olive oil until it's smooth and pourable. Add a pinch of salt and pepper or garlic powder if you have it. This will be your creamy cool down on the spicy turkey. Top it off. Spoon the buffalo turkey and Brussels mix into bowls, drizzle with ricotta, and scatter those chopped bread and butter pickles on top. The pickles give that sweet, crunchy top that cuts the heat perfectly. Oh my gosh. Bonus. Spoon the mixture into lettuce cups for buffalo-style wraps. Toss it over rice, pasta, or even toast for a healthier meal. Add a fried egg on top for next level brunch moment. Okay, well, I can't tell you that we're going to try it, but what a cool thing. Put the random things that you have and let's make a recipe. That was awesome.
That was fun.
That was awesome.
That sounds like a Super Bowl recipe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, if somebody happens to do this with ChatGPT, Sarah not included, but she does this often, not this, obviously. Please let us know, because this would be super fun. Film it, send it to us, write me an email or a text message, and let us know what ChatGPT recipe you have done. All right, guys, this is the moment of truth. Fresh out of the oven. Oh my stars. Yum. A little bit of that cheese. So good. Okay, Sarah. Y'all don't get to see Sarah very often because she's the one behind the camera. If this dish could talk, what would it say to you? So good.
I'm spicy.
Spicy.
I have some of that cheese in there. Cheese, I can feel that kick. But I'm a wimp with spice.
How are you?
Oh yeah, big time. I don't love the spicy, but this is good. This I don't mind. I just can't handle much. And you know, some people are like.
And you said that you're not like a huge squash fan either.
No.
And she's like eating it up, y'all. You see her?
I'm impressed that you're eating
I know.
it.
She's like, this is good.
A spicy squash dish.
And we have let her eat today. So.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I swear that
This
this
is
could
good.
turn a bad day or a total disaster into a good one.
Yeah. I'm a little bit of a casserole hoe. Like, pretty much a casserole with cheese.
I'm the same, and I like that it's all in one dish. So you've
Yeah.
got your protein,
Everything.
carbs, your vegetable.
Everything.
It's all together. It's a
I
full,
really
a
like
full
this
meal.
squash. Even though you
Yeah.
said that you cooked it down so much and then we cooked it even more and then we baked it, it still has some great texture.
Yeah, I mean, you could mash it more and make it more pureed, but I
don't
left
think
it
so.
a little bit
Yeah.
coarse.
Me too. So tell us a little bit about the shrimp that you got, because we're kind of landlocked here in Chattanooga, except for with the river, but there's no shrimp in the river.
Crawdaddies.
Crawdaddies. So tell us where you found your ingredients.
So about 4 months ago, I discovered this company called Maritime Seafood. They're based here in Chattanooga, and they will source wild-caught seafood from Alaska, from the Gulf Coast, from Maryland, and you order online, and if you're local to Chattanooga, you will get a box hand-delivered to your door. Mine was the next day. I don't know if he'll make that promise every time, but I had it hand-delivered to me in less than 24 hours.
Wow.
So this is Gulf Coast shrimp from Louisiana that I was able to get in Chattanooga.
Just for us today.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Thank you
big
so
and
much.
fat.
They are.
They're very big and fat.
I find them to be bigger. They're more flavorful. They cook better. They don't get, you know how some shrimp can get really like mealy or
Yeah,
like the texture
agreed.
changes. These stay nice and plump and juicy and they're delicious.
Yeah, they are. They're good. I like it. This is like a great fall. Like it's cold out. It's perfect for today. Like
Perfect
it's
for
cold
today. Do you want
outside.
any more?
Yeah. It's cold outside. You want something like warm and comforty. But this, I mean, I feel like, it's healthy. Shrimp, it's vegetables.
Cheese.
Yeah.
There's some cheese in there.
There's
but
no butter in it.
There's no butter. There's
Olive oil.
Olive oil. It's I used handmade breadcrumbs, so I'll save crusts from sourdough bread and I'll freeze them, and then I bake it on 300 for about 5 minutes, and I'll put it in the food processor and make my own breadcrumbs. So
Fantastic.
it's sourdough breadcrumbs and
Fantastic.
squash.
I'm fascinated by that.
I'm speechless.
I'm like, that is a person with their life together.
It's just one of those things. I have bought breadcrumbs before, but that's just something that I learned from my mom and my grandma. They would save. They were so frugal.
Don't be wasteful. Well,
They would save
just don't be
everything. They would
wasteful.
save Parmesan rinds and put them in soups.
Isn't soup.
They would save, so like the shrimp heads and the shrimp bodies, you can boil them in water and put some of the emerald seasoning and make your own shrimp stock. So they would use every bit of the food that they
Don't be
had.
wasteful.
That's smart.
Don't be wasteful.
Did you ever have like a bowl that sat on the stove that was just like grease?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
My they would just always had just like a bowl full of grease.
Yep.
Half the time. They just saved it.
Or butter. My mom
Yeah.
would leave butter out. And she even told me when she was in college, their dorm room was so small and the refrigerator so small that they couldn't fit the eggs in there. And so they'd never refrigerated their eggs. They left out
You don't
dairy.
have to refrigerate fresh eggs. I did learn that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natasha told me that.
Yeah.
She gives me eggs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think as long as they're unwashed, you can let them.
Right. You can
Leave
let
them
them
out.
be out in the
I
counter.
don't know
Yeah.
what the magic of that is.
The magic in the hen.
I think there's some enzyme or
That's
coating
on them.
on the
Oh.
eggshell that
That
preserves it, and then when you rinse it off, they'd spoil quicker.
Like kitchens is science. That's what I'm trying to say. Cooking is science. It
No,
is.
I know. No. So I disagree with that. So cooking is an art.
Yes.
Baking is a science.
Oh.
Which is why I don't like baking.
Oh,
I like
see?
cooking, I don't like baking.
That's interesting.
Because with baking, you have to be measured and technical, and I am not great at following instructions.
And different things react with other things.
Yeah, the Great British Baking Show. I do not bake, but I love to watch that show. I'm like, I don't know what half the things are that they're talking about, but it is very precise.
But like baking soda and baking powder and yeast and the
And you
temperature
gotta
of
let
it
things
and
prove.
Mhm.
That's something.
all
I
those
learned.
things.
Yeah.
And marzipan, I don't know what that is. Still. They talk about it all the time. I'm like, I don't know what marzipan is, but apparently it's important.
I like cooking because it allows me to be creative. And, you know, like we said earlier, even if you mess up, nobody else knows.
Right.
You know?
You just made it your own recipe.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, you know, my mom fixed that sangria that I made. That was
She did.
horrible. I made a horrible blackberries. Well, it was supposed
Cherry.
to be blackberry and
Berry.
it was black cherry. It was messed up. But Mom came over with some ginger ale
To cut
and
it.
put ginger ale in there, and it made it so good.
And
It
bubbly.
was so yummy.
And bubbly
I
again.
was like, oh.
Save the day. So you can save. You can usually save a bad recipe. You can add something else to make it better.
Although you can't unsalt something.
True.
Oh.
I've learned that the hard way. My mother can attest to that.
Not unsalt.
You can't unsalt something. She'd be like, ooh, you added a little too much salt. How can we do that? You can't unsalt it.
You know what I think is interesting about New Orleans food is that it is a southern, you know, it falls under the umbrella of southern, but it uses more flavors, more spices, more than like, I would say like where I grew up, like in this area.
Yep.
Because we only flavor our food with salt and fat and sugar.
Salt, fat, and sugar.
That's it. You know, that's how we flavor, but I love that New Orleans has so many other different influence. It's such a melting pot.
It is,
Yes.
and I think a lot of the good cooks that I know, I've heard this from other people about their grandmothers or their mothers, that they didn't write down a lot of the recipes. They had them in their head, and they were master seasoners. They could taste something and figure out exactly what it needed, and then season it like that.
They're the secret sauce.
Yes.
The secret.
Yeah, but you're right. It does have a lot of unique flavors. And
Again, melting pot. And you know, here in Chattanooga, I'm new to Chattanooga. I've only been here a year. Sarah, you've been here your whole life. And you've been here 8 years. Don't you think that we have such a great melting pot of food and culture here in Chattanooga that nobody would ever really think? They'd think, oh, you're a valley and a mountain surrounded, whatever. How could you have good food and good culture? But I've had some of my most favorite meals here. Everything is so small and quaint. You know, our downtown food scene is just amazing. I mean, we have a Michelin star now.
yeah,
Did you know that? Little
Yeah.
Coyote.
We have I think
Calliope.
they didn't get a star. They got a honorable mention, I think, or an acknowledgement.
Okay.
They got it.
Because there were 6, right? 5 or 6 of them, I think, were.
Yes, that got like honorable mentions or whatever. That my husband and I went to a Michelin restaurant in Atlanta, so I was just recently on all of that.
yeah.
I've
their
never been
site.
to one.
Oh my gosh, it's incredible.
Really? See, I think of
Have you
them.
ever been to a Michelin restaurant?
I don't. Maybe in France. Maybe when
Yeah.
we went to Paris,
Okay.
we did. Yeah,
Yeah,
but not in the
so-
United States.
They have a lot of over there, but even like Atlanta only has like 20. Like this like huge city of Atlanta does not have many, and Nashville I don't think has any.
Really?
Like stars. Yeah, it's very, very, very hard to get.
It is hard to get. And the funny thing is, sometimes
You're
in
right.
certain cities, it's not like New Orleans. The one that has a Michelin star is not a New Orleans. There may be a couple more by now, but when I left, it was an Indian.
Yeah.
It was a Mediterranean. It was a Mediterranean restaurant that had the Michelin star.
So
Yeah.
it says Chattanooga does not have a Michelin starred restaurants, but it does have restaurants recognized by the Michelin Guide.
Yeah.
Little Coyote earned a Bib Gourmand, which is awarded for high quality food at a good value. And others have received Michelin recommendations.
Yeah.
Recommended status.
Was Calliope
Me.
one of those?
I think so.
They're the ones on that New York Times list.
Chattanooga Michelin. Easy Bistro. I still have never been to Easy Bistro. Main Street Meats. I love that place. I'm there often.
Yeah.
The Rose Comb. Love it.
Agree.
And then Little Coyote. Love it.
Rosecomb is my favorite on that list.
Yeah.
Old Man River.
Oh, I've been trying to go there. They have weird hours.
They're not on the list though.
But I want to go there. I've heard great things about it.
It is really good. They change their menu every week.
I love that.
And
I love
it was-
changes
it's a
weekly,
smaller-
daily.
It's a tiny
Yes.
place.
Looks like
They
a
may
house.
have,
Yes.
yes, they might have 10 tables. Little tiny place,
Right.
little bitty kitchen.
Carrie told
But
me
it's
about
all they don't have a fryer.
no microwave.
No microwave and no fryer.
I love
Everything
that.
is cooked fresh with a weekly menu. It was very good.
So I'm at the Common House. That's my office, and I'm there all the time. And I like my coffee really steaming hot. And I'm always like, can you throw my coffee in the microwave? No, Kelly, we don't have a microwave. But they've sometimes put it and boiled it on the stove for me.
Oh,
Like, so
next
sweet.
level.
But I loved it that they didn't have a microwave. Like, isn't that fantastic?
Yeah. To get a Michelin star, you have to have like, it's not just the food, like your experience has to be crazy too. The best one I've ever been to was in London. It was this place called Frog.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, my mind was blown. There was like things on the table that had been there the whole time, and like on the fourth course, they just pull stuff out of it, and it was like seasoning. It was like a magic show. I have a video of my reaction because I just was like, this is the most incredible. And then we went to Le Écrin in Paris. And that was very cool. And then Josh and I went to one in Atlanta, and my husband thought that he was going to be bougie AF. We get there, and he orders a $100 glass of champagne. He's like, this is our anniversary celebration, whatever. We get that, whatever. He has no idea how much any of this costs. So he's sitting there, and he's like, yeah, we want the caviar service. Yeah, we want the wine pairing.
And you're still paying off that dinner.
Surprise!
He put the receipt in his office with a note. He hung it on the wall with a note that says, make better decisions.
Make better decisions.
Live and learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many zeros?
Did that count as your anniversary and Christmas gift for a couple of years?
Oh, yeah. It made me sick to my stomach. When the bill came, I was like, this is not who we are. We are not these people.
No.
I mean, nothing I was wearing on my body cost as much, except maybe my engagement ring, as that meal. I mean, it was wild.
It's a funny story, though.
That is a good
It was
story.
a good
Is it
story.
funny enough to laugh now?
Now I can laugh about it. But at the time, it was like, what have we done? I mean, I knew it was going to be expensive, but I didn't know he was going
That
to.
next level. I love really good food, and I don't mind paying really good money for really good food and really good service. But that could be the local dive bar. Or
Sure.
that could be a Michelin restaurant. As long as the food is good and the service is good, it doesn't matter what it costs. But a lot of these chain restaurants, you don't have good food, you don't have good service. But the restaurants that I've experienced here in Chattanooga have all just been usually amazing service and always such great food.
Yeah.
Which turns into a great experience.
Which is great because I've wanted for a long time for Chattanooga to be a lot more like Asheville, to like, because Asheville really, the city like really sort of courted a lot of like high-end chefs and things to like bring the food scene there. And I think Chattanooga has like started to kind of do that to like really elevate the food scene. So that's great.
So Sarah and Matt were at our last restaurant review at Fraser 5 and Dime. Sarah had to work that night or had a wedding or something because normally she's with us. I was super impressed with their food, and I normally will go there and just get a drink and a salad or a sandwich. But that was really good food and good atmosphere and really good service. And then our first one at Home Bar.
Yeah, that was really
I mean, that was like elevated bar food. And I was like, how are they going to produce delicious food in such a small galley bar? But
You were asking about fries. Did you have their rosemary fries when you were there? They have.
I have had them, yes. We didn't have them that night, but I have had them there before.
Great rosemary fries.
Yes, they
That
do.
was good.
So we have another one coming up tomorrow.
Okay.
And we're going to Zaya.
I was going to ask you if you'd been to Zaya.
I
because
have been to Zaya.
That's another surprising restaurant that you wouldn't think that Chattanooga has.
Yes. So I had a gentleman that I know that connected me with them, and they are just so excited to host us, and they have a couple other new restaurants coming as well. So it's a local family that owns this restaurant group, and they've got a couple coming in the spring that are going to be super fun from what I was told. So
That's great.
Yeah, it's going to be fun tomorrow. So I'm interested to see how it goes with the way the cooking style and the way that we run those. So
Yeah, there will be, because they definitely have a unique way to prepare the food.
and how they serve it.
They
and
know
things
we're
like that.
filming, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they'll be prepared.
Let's hope so.